What is up, everybody? It is Wick here. We're going to be doing some thrifting today, but I got some orders to get out first. The first thing I got here is this Lego Elves. It's just like a book with some Lego stuff in there. I got this in a box lot of toys I bought, and I sold it for $18.95. Next, I have this quick set lock convert kit. I think I paid about $9 is all for this, and it sold it for $59.99. Next, I have this filter. I paid 50 cents for this at a thrift store, and I sold it for $25. Nice and light. It'll ship first class. Here we have a towel bar that we're shipping out. What did I sell this for? 20 bucks plus shipping. I'll be able to fit this in a priority mail poster box, I believe. It will not fit in this box. I could have swore I've shipped these before in a priority mail poster box, but guess I'll have to find another option. So I have just Frankensteined two shoe boxes together and made a box. Unfortunately, because of this, it's going over 5 ounces of what I had estimated for calculating shipping. It's going to cost me an extra $3. Next, I'm shipping out a mirror. It's like a makeup mirror. I forgot to turn on the camera before I boxed it up here. Sold it for about $35. Next, I'm shipping out this equestrian helmet. Picked this up at Goodwill. I paid, I think, $7 for it. Sold it for $44.95 plus shipping. And of course, I ran out of tape. So now we got to go to a closet where I have my tape stored, which is probably buried with junk. Oh, it's not too bad. Oh, look, it's Master Shake. Got a Master Shake foam costume I picked up at a garage sale. Oh, it's going to be dark. You're not going to be able to see. We got tape in there. Got a whole box of it. Actually starting to get low because I got like 25 2-packs when they were on clearance at Lowe's, so saved a bunch of money there. It's pretty crazy how much tape you go through reselling. Always looking for good tape deals because you have to ship so much. So we are in the first thrift store of the day, a Goodwill, and you can see they've pulled a lot of their shoes off the shelf. They haven't sold. They got them priced too high. No one bought them, and I think they just send them to the bins where people will just buy them by the weight, I think it is. Over here, we got some Christmas stuff, and it's still 50% off, and no one's buying it. They should just do like a quarter sale and just mark it all, sell it all for a quarter. Be good publicity for Goodwill, get a lot of people in the store, clear off their shelves, but no, they just price it high and only do 50% off when every other store is doing 90% off right now. But, yeah, we got some, well, I don't know what we got here. Just a bunch of random stuff. I'm not seeing anything too special. Let me know if you see something, as always. Yeah, I'm not seeing a whole lot. I have found some great items in this aisle before, and I always got to take a look because you never know what could actually be in here. I've even found video games sitting in this aisle for whatever reason. On the other side, I find these cool Converse shoes, red and white. They got $20 on them, unfortunately, but, you know, some of these Converse shoes, there's certain ones that are worth really good money. I don't think that pair was. I just left them. I don't want to spend $20. Maybe they sell for $40, or I don't want to mess with them. Over here in the toys, we spot this Harry Potter wand game, or I don't know what it is, $12.99. It's a little high. Looked it up on Amazon. It was, you know, we could have made some money on it, but it was missing pieces when I opened the box, so we had to put it back. Wasn't worth selling on eBay like that. And they bring out some new shoes to put on the shelf, and I go through them, and I find these Red Wing boots, $9.99. They're kind of beat up, but I think I can make some really good profit. They're a good model. And yeah, I decided to pick them up. Plus, I found this chess set for $7.99, and it looks like I've actually already sold this. I sold it for 80 bucks, I believe. So it was a very good flip, and yeah, very much worth picking up. We put the Harry Potter wand back because unfortunately it just wasn't worth picking up. We're waiting for Salvation Army to open up, so we're just going through the clothing and some other stuff, looking at the sweaters here, trying to find maybe a Cosby sweater, maybe, you know, the Coogee-like sweaters, stuff like that. I like to find some wool stuff, anything more high-end. A lot of sweaters can be pretty good money, so they're worth looking at. And they're easier to go through than all the t-shirts, because the t-shirts can take like 30 minutes to go through. It's a chore to go through all the t-shirts. Ties are the same way. I hate looking at ties. I spent like a couple years ago a lot of time researching tie brands and how ties sell, because I wanted to get a bunch of good tie deals. I haven't found many. I don't look at ties very often because you have to flip over each one, find the tag. I think if they were in a bin, you could just flip through them real quick and throw them on the floor and then put them back in the bin. Maybe it would be worthwhile, but doing it like this, it's very annoying. And I just don't find a lot of high-end ties where I live. I think the best tie I found, I don't remember the brand, but it was worth like $50. So we are now in Salvation Army looking at the media, and Salvation Army is just a wasteland. Nothing ever comes in. They're short-staffed. I mentioned it before. They had some corporate people recently in, and I heard them talking and complaining about the store to the managers, and I guess they're trying to turn it around. So hopefully that happens. We can actually get some toys and games back into this store, and some new. They don't even put clothing out. It's insane. Over here, there's this cool-looking Star Trek II poster, The Wrath of Khan. I'm like, oh, is this original? Because this would be really cool to pick up. But I flip it over, you can see the lettering there. There's internet websites that will print movie posters, and that's just a print, so not an original. Here's a pair of Clarks for $19.99. They're actually $1. These have been sitting there. I don't want them. No one wants them. They definitely didn't want them for $20. So just another example of shoes being priced too high, or clothing. And what are they going to do with them? They're going to have to sell them for $1 or throw them away, or next week they'll be $20 again because they're not pulling them. So it just goes through the cycle. Kind of crazy. I don't know what those were I'm looking at, but I did find a $1 pair of shoes here, so it's a pretty good pickup. And we go ahead and we head over to the next thrift store. This is a church-based thrift store, 100%, all the donations go to charity. And here's a filter, the same one that I sold that morning for $24.99. I find another one for 50 cents. So definitely picking that up. Vornado filters, we pick them up, but they're not worth it when I look them up. Looking through the junk here, seeing if I spot anything or anything new since the last time I was here. Not really seeing anything. Looking at the games, last time I was here, a guy found 3 bags of vintage He-Man toys right in front of me. Very heartbreaking. But there's a little flower thing there. It kind of looks like a Polly Pocket toy or something. Probably should have paid more attention to that. Bags of toys, some of the same stuff. There's, what is that little tool thing there? It's got faces on it. Is that a handy-manny tool thing? I don't know. I've missed a lot of stuff here. Sometimes when I'm doing these videos, I see stuff and I'm like, I can't believe I didn't see that. So yeah, I'm not seeing anything too great I missed, but I'm just digging in there trying to find something, maybe just a bag of vintage Star Wars figures. I don't know. I'd like to find some vintage Ninja Turtles figures, complete with all the pieces. That would be cool. But yeah, not finding much of anything. Some dolls, some baby dolls. Not anything I want to pick up. Look pretty basic. But we are now in a Goodwill, looking at the games. Here is a, what is this, Mashin Max. I looked this up on Amazon and there was no one selling it new or used. So I'm like, yeah, I could just put it on there and probably get $30 for it. Don't Wake Daddy. You could have made like maybe $10 on it, but I just didn't want to mess with it for that kind of profit. I think the rank was a little high on that game as well. Trying to spot any other unique games. I see this. I'm like, this is probably not worth it. But, this is why you scan stuff. I scanned it and it looked like it was selling for $45-50 used on Amazon. And, of course, prices are still a little high because coming off of Christmas. So it's hard to say if you'd get that right now. But around Christmas, I think definitely. And this little end cap of electronics is all they got. Food Saver, I looked that up, wasn't worth anything. And over in the shoes, we're looking, what are these? Oh, they look okay. What's up here? I think these are a pair of Brooks, but they're Asics. I do remember looking those up, and they weren't worth picking up. Some of the like gel Asics are good, but up here I spot a pair of actual Brooks, and I knew right away how clean these were, the price that these were going to be worth picking up, and this turned out to be a very incredible shoe pickup. So of course I'll go over that when I get home, just like everything else. And we're starting to get some stuff in the cart. We find some San Antonio Shoe Company shoes, hook and loop white shoes for $4.99. Got some good games in there. And I come right over here, and the first thing I spot is another pair of San Antonio Shoe Company shoes. Now, these aren't big money. I've actually sold these already, too. I sold them for $25 plus shipping. So they were just super clean, and they took no work. That's why I picked them up. If they would have been dirty and I had to spend, even 15 minutes, I might not have picked them up. It's just kind of how I roll sometimes. But got some Stephen King books going in the cart too, so getting pretty excited about my cart. You can see there me giving the Wick approval thumbs up. We are now in another church thrift store, and we're looking at the junk shelf here and trying to find something. I rarely find anything good in this thrift store. Down here is a typewriter for $5. It's real clean. I look up the model, and you know what? It's selling pretty good. So I'm like, you know what? I think I'll buy this. It's been a long time since I bought a typewriter, and I've actually already sold that as well. I sold it for, I think, $60, $59.99. So a good little flip there. Some Brooks up there. Those have been there. They're really dirty. Otherwise, it'd be worth picking up. And yeah, shoe corner here. Don't like to record because it's dark and I can't even really get any footage. It's just so cramped. But this church has a upstairs, and they have toys up here. So I'm up there now looking for anything. They don't have a lot of new stuff coming all the time, like, Goodwill and stuff. So don't expect to find anything great, but you never know. And we're just digging in this little tote. I am seeing some new stuff since the last time I was here, so that's always good. Some Fisher-Price cameras. I've looked those up in the past. I found one at Goodwill in a box that wasn't even worth picking up. And looking in this tote, and there's a Cartman. Now, this would have been a great pickup. It was torn, it was dirty, stained, and it would have sold for $30 in really good condition. But I don't want to buy it. I can't clean stuff like that well without a lot of work. And, unfortunately, it's just sometimes you just gotta leave stuff. There's better flips out there. And that's what I done. Just left them in the tote. Yeah, now we're at a veterans thrift store. You got some $30 smoke detectors in the case. This store has went crazy. They moved into a mall, and the prices are insane. I don't know if I got it in this footage, but there's a Gap jacket they had $100 on. As a Brooks jacket they wanted $200 for. It's probably like a $50 jacket on eBay Max resell, and it probably would have took forever to flip anyway. And there's some more jackets, just like mall brand like Gap or something. They were wanting $50 to $100 for. Really crazy. I don't even know what they want for the media. I bet they probably want like $2 for a VHS. I don't really know at this point. They don't have toys or games anymore, even though there's one right there, but they don't have like an actual section like they did before at the old location. They just had shelves packed full of amazing stuff. You never knew what you were going to find. Here it's just like really, really bad. But let's go home. I'll show you what I picked up. We are back, and it's time to go over this haul. Got some pretty good items. We'll start right here. And this shouldn't have been bought. You see they had $10 on it, and they got $25 on Macari plus $10 shipping. First time I've ever seen that at this thrift store. I threw it in the cart because it was by the door when I first came in, and I meant to look it up and do research, and when I went to pay it was just at the bottom, and I was right there, and I'm like, you know what, I'm just gonna buy it. This thing maybe sells for 20 shipped, it looks like. I was looking at the comps. Maybe I could get 25 for it. In the end, if I make any money, it's only going to be probably a couple bucks. But at the same time, it's pretty cool, and this thrift store always has great prices anyway. And I believe they donate 100% of every sale to charity. Yeah, I don't mind throwing $10 there. But at the other thrift store, I picked up this typewriter for $5. It's very clean and good condition. Looks like it probably works because they had a piece of paper in there and it looked like it had been typed on, like they tested it. It's also got the extra ribbon here, so that's good. Looks like I can probably sell this for about 50, 60 bucks plus shipping. It's been a long time since I've bought and sold a typewriter because prices have just been high and they can be annoying to deal with, but they're getting kind of popular. I think people just want to write with them. That nostalgic feel, typing, I guess. I don't know. But, here it is. We'll give it a shot. I picked up this chess set right here, and it was taped pretty good, so I wanted to get home and look at it. It's in mint condition. All the pieces are there. It's from 1959. Comps are about $50, $60 on this as well, plus shipping. Box has a little wear, unfortunately, but I'm hoping to make about $50 on this in the end. Right here, we just picked up some socks. It looked like I could make $10 on Amazon. I'll probably sell them on eBay, though, because I don't want to take the risk of getting IP claims. Clothing can be pretty risky with trademark stuff on Amazon. Thrift store, I picked up this poker light draw game for 25 cents. Actually just sold this one and another poker game for 20 bucks. Not long ago, so for 25 cents, I'm going to pick it up. By itself, you make $8, but I might lot it with another handheld just to get more money and save on shipping and all that. Crazy! I just shipped one of these this morning. I got at the same thrift store. This one, as far as I know, unless I missed it, wasn't out a few days ago when I bought the other filter. So 50 cents here. I'll sell it for $25, just like the other one. We got some shoes. It was one of those San Antonio Shoe Company shoe days. And Red Wing, because I got 2 pairs of those. But right here, this is a great pair. They got the shoelaces tied. This Brooks, as soon as I saw these, I knew they were worth picking up. Only $4.99. They're very clean. I'm probably going to sell these between $70, $80 because, some sold in this condition for that price plus shipping. So a really good pickup there. Right next to those, we got some of these Red Wing shoes. I found at Salvation Army. Now, I picked up a pair of Red Wing shoes like this. I don't know if they're the same model. They were kind of like mint condition. They were $12.99. The other ones were $12.99, but the yellow tag, it sat for 3 weeks, so they're 99 cents. That's all I paid for these. They got some, scuffs and rubs on them. But if you use this stuff right here, this is what I use. Cleans them up really good and usually takes out all the scuffs unless they're like really deep cuts. If they're just like some scratches, even with some depth, kind of fills them in and makes them look really nice. So for $1, I forgot to look these up, but I'll have to put it on the screen because the other pair I think was selling for about $45. We got these Red Wing boots. These have some problems. Again, I'll probably just use this stuff on them. Clean them with the cleaner, wipe them down, clean them as best I can, and then use the Doc Marten stuff there. I think I'll make $50 on these boots. The comps were looking really good. It just depends how good I can clean them up. They got a lot of oil and dirt in the leather there, but yeah, it usually cleans up pretty good, honestly. So I got some lower end San Antonio Shoe Company shoes. We got these, which they're just so clean, and I picked them up for $4.99. I left actually like 2 pair. They're very saturated, but I tried to pick up some of the rare ones. I don't know about these. Again, I just kind of picked them up on a whim. The white ones here, hook and loop straps, they're in really good condition, just need a bit of a cleaning. I don't know what I can get for these, probably not a whole lot. Again, it's probably I'll probably price them at $30. Might have to lower it. We got these at the thrift store. They were $1, so I said, why not? Why not? I think between all 3, I'll make about 60 bucks. Then back here, we picked up some books. I got this Narnia set here. Looks like I could sell it on eBay for $20. I wasn't sure if it's the exact set on Amazon, but I might be able to get more on Amazon. I'll have to do some more research. Either way, I should make at least $10 on this. Got some Stephen King books. I'm going to do a lot. Probably after I get about 10 books. It's not going to be huge money in the end when I finally do a lot, but I think they're worth picking up. Then back here, we got some board games that turned out to be really good. First one, $1.99 at Goodwill. This was selling for about $50 on Amazon. This one was only 50 cents at the thrift store. Let's just move them off of here. The 39 clues, selling for about 50 on Amazon, only paid 50 cents. Picked this one up because there was no one on the listing selling it currently, new or used. So I figured, I can price it up a bit. Somebody will probably buy it. We got Outburst Jr. down there. I think it was like a $10 profit, but I only paid 50 cents for it, so I think it's worth messing with. But there it is. It's a nice little haul. There's a decent amount of profit there. I really want to go do more thrifting, but I think for the next couple days, I'm going to have to work on this stuff and some stuff from the last haul I haven't even got listed or cleaned or dealt with or ready for Amazon, any of that stuff that I have to do. But I really want to thank you for watching, everybody. Please hit the like button for me on the way out if you enjoyed the video. Make sure you're subscribed if you want to see more reselling videos. You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, flipping_junk. This has been Wick. Till next time.